Okay, what I'm attempting to do is finish a game that I started a long time ago. I'm at 4.71 Ti, and we'll see whether or not I can put up some tier 3 tree spreaders and some other things and see if I can get this thing to a point that I can start working for the ending. First things first, though, got to get a drink. And then I've also got, there's tier 2s. And I think I've got a bunch of trees back here that are kind of high maintenance ones. Yes, I do. 3 of them, as a matter of fact. Let's see, I'm going to need tree bark, so let's just go for all 3 of those. I cannot read what that says. Superalloy bacteria, 2 tier 2 fertilizers. Zeolite. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's silicone. And I might have to take some of this other stuff out of my storage here because I don't know that I've got. Nope, I surely don't. That can go, those can go, those can go. And I'm keeping everything else because I'm going to need 3 bacteria samples. However, I've already got them made. So okay. Let me fly down here and get something to eat. And yes, I probably could have gotten that out of my own inventory, but that's my carrying stock, and I like knowing that I've got those things on me. It's kind of like the first of the game. You just don't leave out to go any place far away without 3 iron, 2 titanium, and a silicone so you can build a habitat, you know, if it comes to that. Probably should have built 4 because I'm sure that I'll find other trees, but that's okay. I wonder if I can get production multipliers out here and have those produce more. Might be worth my time. Matter of fact, right there's another one. That's actually a better tree, and here's another of that, and another of that, and all those are 1200s. I've got plenty of fertilizer. Most of what I'm looking for is right in here. That would be 1, 2, 3. 6. 2, 3. And I've still got 3 of those on me because I took too many. And yes, I'm piling trees up out here, and I really not concerned about how close they get or anything like that. What in the world was that? Oh, boy, that was a heck of a shadow. It was perfect. So, so that tells me I've got those someplace. I just need to find out how many I've got. I have to admit this game is very stunning at night. And even in this haze, it's just the way they've got it lit is pretty decent. Let me see one other thing here. That's going to be 8 of those, 8 of those, and 8 of those. I've already got 5 of those, so that'll be, or 3. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's tier 1 fertilizer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See if that helped anything. Well, that does say plants, insects, animals, and I've been trying to do animals, and I haven't done so hot with them. I mean, I've got one animal out here. Yesterday it was very tiny and looked like a mule. And he's 8. I don't have anything in there. I have something in here. It would Be nice to be able to find said animal, but here we are. See if I can bring some more food over here. Now, no, that's going to be. No, that went to the wrong place, but that's all right. Honey, beans, and carmine larva. Let me see if I've got 5 of those. The larva is going to be the sticking point because I typically don't keep a lot of those around. I don't know, I never fooled with making butterflies or whatever. Took whatever the game provided and went my way. And then honey. And now I get to wait. There might be some honey in here. Lord knows I've had a little. But like I said, I don't typically keep a lot of it. I use it mostly for food. And I'm only getting that for myself because I used my water to make those tree spreaders. Production time 130 seconds. I've got production fuses. I know I do. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me go up here to, oh, 1 explosive powder. Oof. Thank goodness I usually have a few of these cooking. And then I go supply explosive powder. And they take them all off. And I usually let them build up again because either that or they would get the bin full and then there we'd be. Yeah, now the production time's down to a minute, a little more than a minute. Algae and rare larva. Algae I've got. Matter of fact, I've got a bunch of it. I don't know if I've got rare larva or not. I've got a few. I don't know if I've got 5. It would be nice though. Oh, 1. Well, I'll make some of one of them into tier 2 food and some of them into tier 1 food. That's 4. That might actually make that go hard enough that I start filling that up. I don't know. Hard to say. Would I steal one honey before the robots or drones come to get it? Yeah, I really would. All right. Hey, well, where did that thing go? You know, I could have swore I saw it go in there, but maybe I dropped it. I'm not going to worry myself too much with it. It's a game. Hmm. I've got enough Warden's keys, and I'm going to get solar quartz because one ending you need solar quartz for the smuggler's ending, you need Warden's keys for the Warden ending, and you don't need anything for the ending to go back to Sentinel Corp. And I'm kind of throwing stuff in here to hold it all. flares are at if I want to get some more of those. And now I'm going to go back over here. And I'm going to that's what I was going to do. Just right click that off. I have quite a bit of stuff sitting around that was in keeping with the way things were configured before, and that was great. However, it's not the way they are now. That's kind of why I'm trying to get through this game and get it finished, because this game never gelled as good as I wanted it to. It was very much haphazard, and you know, I can't say much because I myself am pretty haphazard, which is, heck, I'm building it, so that's why it is that way. But you know, I have no one to complain to but me, so. I can honestly say that little seed is worth so little, and you come into more seeds that are better than that quicker, so much quicker after you start finding those, that I've never used one in a game. I've got, as I've said in the past, 300 or so hours in this game, and that tree has never come into play. And I'm fixing to leave one right there. I have to admit, I think these procedural wrecks have actually been pretty good. The one thing about them is once you get in them and get used to them, and that means there's a flare here, so I haven't been here before, tells me that I didn't find the reactor, and I haven't put a fusion cell in it. And if I do, it'll light the place up, and things will be much better. Oh, was that trip really necessary? Well, that was almost like I went down a set of steps, walked around, back up the next set of steps. I don't think it was, but here we are. You've really got to watch putting those explosives down, because if you have that tool in deconstruct, you can deconstruct that explosive just like it's nothing. I don't need those. I don't need those. I do need that. I can tell you one thing I don't have, and I usually carry with me, is keys. Find an abundance of them, and then I take them back and put them in a locker. And when I was building the animal food, I took them out. And I usually always bring keys enough with me to get into whatever room might be locked. And I didn't this time. So I've got to find keys. When they first started these procedural wrecks, it was like they were mazes. And if you stayed to the left-hand side of them, it would take you all the way around it. There we go. Things are much better lit up now. There's how you get out. That fusion cell thing will open up doors that weren't open before. And they usually have a heck of a lot of Terra tokens in them. Oh, been there. There's one of those doors. Usually those doors like that are opposite to each other. There's one on one side, there's one on the other side. You just have to find out how in the heck to get there. And I think I've been through here at least once. I'm getting ready to get to 5 TTI, which will mean that the game will start to end. Yeah, I thought that was the same one, but now I know for sure. Hmm. Well, I wasn't planning on leaving, but here we are. let's look for the beacon. You got to be watching close because in this world it's pink, and there's a heck of a lot of pink in this world. Yeah, I hear ya. I have been playing a beta of this, and there's good things coming, that I can say that. Yeah, biomass. I could really use more animals, but I just don't have the stuff for it. There's my animal. And the reason why I'm petting this thing is it'll give you genetic traits if you pet it. Nope, it's not the one. Nope. The reason I left that there is that the escape pod requires a couple of different things. I'm kind of getting ready for the escape pod, because it ain't going to be long. Something was flying off. I heard it. Yep. Excuse me for letting it be so dark. I think that's one of everything. I was dumb for throwing that there. I'm not saying we're going to stand here and watch this thing roll over to 5, but maybe. 256,000. And you need 500,000 Terra tokens for the smuggler's ending. But a lot of times, if you're finding fuses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 11 times 6,000 is, boy, my mathing's not doing so good. 66,000, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times 5 is 30. That's 30,000. That's 90,000. And then 90,000 of that would be 346. So well, we're not far away. I just hope that I remember the recipe correctly for the launch platform, the extraction platform. It would be a good thing. Could put that up and start working toward that. I think I'm going to do the Warden ending and the Sentinel ending. Or yeah, the Warden ending and the Sentinel ending, because the Smuggler ending is going to cost more Terra tokens. And there we are. Let me go back up here and get all this stuff. I need an iridium rod and uranium rod. And I miscounted. Oop, rocket engine. Maybe that's one's here. Nope. Nope. I knew I had one around someplace. Okay. I could have went the other way and probably been better off. And now it's going to tell me I need to fix that anomaly, which will tell me that I need to make another explosive. I'm surprised it showed me the warden's ending because until the anomaly is cleared, you're not supposed to be able to do that. Ooh, do 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 do. Just trying to make sure I haven't missed anything. And I always get mixed up at what to build where, I'll bet you. Yeah, well, that's that. The one we're needing to clear the anomaly is a big 3 explosive thing. I'm going to see if it'll let me do the warden's ending, just to see if it will. Nope. Oh yeah, it will. Oh, that's a glitch. I'm going to have to change the title of this. Hmm. Know that our destiny is that of doom. That's encouraging. Some of us still believe that giving up is not an option. We'll see what Providence has in store for us. A warden. Hmm. Then it'll take you back to the menu and you can go right back in the game and finish the other 2 endings, which is pretty cool. As you see, I've got one that's already at 16 TTI that I went back and worked on, and finishing is only one part of it. And everything you put out here is all still here. And for as much as I see a lot of games on Steam talking about replayability and everything, that's great. But this game really does have a lot of replayability. You know, it's a fun game. I think Exodan went a little nuts. See, we should be getting another message from Riley just any moment. This is what you need as far as GPS satellites. You need one of each to at least be able to progress on the map. And then the mapping rocket will tell you what is where. And during the early game, that's really helpful. It's pretty decent. I wish I'd have thought of that sooner. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I wonder if you could. What I'm going to do is try to take the explosives I have, and this is something I've never done before, go to the super alloy cave and see if I can blow up the anomaly with what I have on me. And what I have on me is I have 5 explosives. I'll just have to throw 2 down and trigger them and run. We'll see what happens. It might be interesting to just see what'll happen. Do I have anything in there? Nothing worth looking at. One thing I don't like about this is the fact that you cannot fly. You have to walk. After you go so far down, there's no flying. I can do this. I did it in a game yesterday. That's a little bit quicker than walking all the way around. Whoop. I gotta say, falling over here ain't the best thing because you don't have a jetpack functionally. And if you fall and hurt yourself and you're out of food, it could turn out badly for you. And here is the anomaly. Well, guess we know that won't work. Which means I get to come back out here again. Phooey. I was hopeful. passage. I wanted to see if there was a golden chest. Now the golden chest sits right there. I've already gotten it. Every time I get into this darn room, I'm losing my head about being forgetting how I got in here. About Central Corp as far as the game storyline goes. They're who put you in jail. They're who put you on the planet. And then they come back and say, well, we're going to see how close you stuck to the rules, and we're keeping you incarcerated until we figure it out. So they've basically used your labor to build the whole planet. Say that going out with them probably isn't the best thing in the world. Well, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Yeah, that's the same place I just came from because I'm an idiot. I do believe that that explosive is built. Well, there's that one. Let me go out here. Nope. Nope. Yeah, blueprint received. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Oop. So I've got to go right back to where I was at, do all this over again. There you go. Wondered what was down there. This is the way to go. I will have to say that this makes a heck of an explosion. You know, in game. Ooh. Boy, I'm too close to lucky. Tried to cut a corner. The Kaboom, Marvin Martian from Warner Brothers, was talking about. That one's pretty spectacular. Keep telling myself that I should jump down there and just fly back out. Just one little problem. Your backpack don't work down here. Or your jetpack, or however you want to say it. You ain't a flying. have to say I've started playing a fair amount of multiplayer of this with a group of friends. And the one thing the map won't do for you is tell you where your other friends are at. Wish they'd change that, but terribly, terribly fun game, that multiplayer. Even at night during the storm, hey, that should be good. Congratulations, you successfully terraformed this planet. Now here comes the kicker. We will now re-examine your sentence based on various deviations from the rules that could be attributed to you. So meaning if they find that you broke the rules in any way, you stay incarcerated. For the moment, you will remain in detention while your case is examined. That's a tough go. They've co-opted their labor off your back and say, hey, thank you for your time, but you're still a convict. But what does the very first communication say? You know, it says you're here, terraform the planet, do what you do. And I'm going to go back and read that just so I'm not relying out of my memory. Your mission is to advance the terraformation process of this world. You'll need to generate O2 heat and pressure first to reach into 175 and create a blue atmosphere. And then when you go back up and start reading other stuff, and I could have went right over here and got that. I just didn't even think about it. You've chosen to have your sentence commuted to an extradition. To get the charges against you dropped, must fully terraform the planet. Our sensors will periodically scan your progress and send you required blueprints. Do not try to contact Sentinel. Yeah, if our sensors do not detect any advancement in the terraformation process, you will be considered missing and charges will not be dropped. You cannot claim ownership or value of anything over the planet. You are only allowed to use the resources found on the planet to increase the terraformation index. You are not allowed to leave the planet until terraformation is complete. Yeah. Use ore extractors. Rockets are important to help you boost. Blah, blah, blah. Poor Riley tries to tell you not to build down in a lake, but it doesn't work out for him. And I'm going to see if it'll let me do the smuggler's ending. Why? Curiosity. Hey, all three endings. I thought you had to have 500,000 teratokens. So if you've got it in that menu to click on it, You're good. Hmm. Now be considered an outlaw and need to keep low profile. Meaning Sentinel Corp will always be looking for you. It would have been better if we could have met Riley, in my opinion, but here we are. That you can go back and, you know, work again and again and again is actually a pretty neat thing. Okay, that's all you get for free. All right, I hope this was fun for somebody if they eventually watch it. Thanks. Bye.